Gary, we are at the foot of the Rockies as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the picturesque city of Denver, Colorado. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. They go play action here on first down. On the crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Here's Anderson, down right around the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Again, Anderson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That good for 19 at a first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
And here we go on 1st and goal. They'll run. Anderson. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
That's caught at the 1. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll let Charles try and get him in. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. Oh, little 360.
Oh,
and he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Throwing on first down is Carr. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
On first down, Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Derek Wolfe in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. That's something you see a whole lot of, a sack of Derek Carr, and due in large part to a good O-line. Carr was sacked on less than 3% of his dropbacks last year, lowest in the league.
Oakland knew it was important to take care of their quarterback. They picked up Donald Penn, Kelechi Osemele, and Rodney Hudson in recent years, and it's paid off.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's a sight the Denver fans are used to seeing. Passes falling incomplete against their defense. Number 1 in pass defense in 2016, but they give up less than 200 yards per game.
Yeah, 186, only team in the league to allow less than 200 per contest.
Elite cover guys and big-time pass rushers.
On third and long, it's Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
We see passes like that all the time, don't we? He's back there surveying the field, clock ticking in his head, trying to avoid the sack and the hit. Led him just a little bit too much trying to get out to his running back.
6-year man Marquette King on to punt, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Toe Super toe.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Both Sanders and his running mate, Demaryius Thomas, have been over 1,000 yards each the last 3 seasons. Demaryius Thomas takes care of a lot of stuff downfield. Emmanuel Sanders likes to work inside the margins.
Great compliment for each other, aren't they?
Yeah, they work very well together.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Play fake to Anderson. Now Simeon. The catch is made. Benny Fowler. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Simeon now to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
Now let's go.
Out of the gun, Simeon. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Back to the ground, Anderson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
They run it again with Anderson. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Simeon. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Now the second-year man from Syracuse, Riley Dixon, on to punt. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep for the Raiders, Jalen Richard. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They start the drive with Lynch, and he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down.
Sometimes you get just a little over-eager defensively when you've got people backed up because the mentality is to attack, take the ball away, or at worst, just keep them backed up there for your own offense. They actually used their aggressiveness against them on that one and hit him big.
Absolutely. Had him pinned on the 2. Not anymore. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Carr. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Carl try it again on second down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Shaquille Barrett coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
To throw his car. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
First down, the run with Lynch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Following the penalty, Lynch. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. 8 yards here, so that gets him back within striking distance. And now it's 3rd down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. From midfield, here's Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Here's Marquette King now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise. And now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Second down, here's Simeon. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Virgil Green is tied in the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there.
Hurry up, here we go.
Throwing on third down, Simeon. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Raiders will take possession. So out come the Raiders. And this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. First down. They'll set up the screen to Lynch. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now Carr throwing on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. That's nothing new for him, a pick six. He had 2 of those in the regular season last year.
You're hoping to get 1 in a career, let alone 2 in a season. And to be able to judge what's going on, read patterns, go after the football, sometimes catch a good break, whatever it takes, paying it off with a pick six is a big-time deal.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Now Carr to try again after the pick six. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Carr now on first down. Connects it to Roberts, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Seth Roberts, 60 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Cody Latimer now on the return. And nice work on the return as he'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Simeon on first down. A dump off to Anderson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go. 3-19.
From the gun, here's Simeon. He goes underneath for Anderson. Showed the nice footwork and then hit and drop shy of the 45. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Second down now after the pass completion.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. We got 3. Here we go.
Now Simeon. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first. Fresh set of downs here.
Here we go now. Green 30.
Throwing again is Simeon. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Again, Simeon. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
That was an okay hookup there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
The Broncos on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, here we go.
To the air again, Simeon. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And McManus able to put it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Carr gives to Marshawn. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Carr to throw on second down. They set up the screen to Lynch. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On first down, Carr. He'll check this down to Lynch, complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. To throw on second down. Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. The Raiders on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Raiders on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Shaquille Barrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Khalil Mack from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. To throw on 2nd is Simeon. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. 90 catches, close to 1,100 yards last year for Thomas. For most guys, that'd be incredible. For Thomas, those numbers his lowest since 2011.
Well, he does have his old offensive coordinator back, so I'm sure he's expecting to get back to his former levels of play.
From the gun on 3rd, Simeon. And Fowler's got it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. First down, here's the run with Anderson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Hurry up, here we go. 319.
Here's Simeon now on 2nd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Cody Latimer from 6 yards away. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And he floats one there, incomplete.
They attempted to fade to the back corner of the end zone unsuccessfully. And I've been with you long enough, Brandon. I know it's not one of your favorite calls.
Well, it's interesting. Before working with you, I always viewed that as you're just taking away space and you're trapping yourself in a corner. But you actually have told me they're trying to create space where space is not.
Yeah, it's really it's a weird deal, isn't it? But you've got to just move that defender inside to create that separation and that little bit of space where there just isn't much.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They go play action here on 1st down. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get it to the 40. He broke a tackle there, but couldn't get much further. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing his car on 3rd down. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Into the red zone, it's Carr. That is caught inside the 5. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. But anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to the ground, Lynch. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. From the 4, it's 2nd and goal. They'll run to Marshawn Lynch. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Marshawn Lynch taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Raiders are back within a score. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. And this is back to a 5-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They start the drive with Anderson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Now let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Simeon. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Out of the gun, Simeon. Airing it deep for Fowler. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. And now a 1st down following that long gain. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Over the middle this time to Fowler. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Here we go now. 3-19.
10th carry now for Anderson. And some space here. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On 2nd down, Anderson. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. And defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising, but they wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Benny Fowler from 4 yards out, and the Broncos will extend their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now Carr. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Carr gives to Lynch on the draw. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defensive shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. To throw again, Carr. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it.
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision. No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. So 2nd and goal here from the 9. They go option right on 2nd and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Derek Wolfe in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Now Carr, got to have this one. And no, It's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Broncos will take over on downs. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still.
Green, 39.
They run the counter now. It's Anderson. Gets it up around the 22 and no further. Did show some power on the run, but not a whole lot of room. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Anderson. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The Broncos on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll keep it on the ground, this time with Charles. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Let's go. 3-19.
They run. Anderson. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now.
Here we go now. Blue landed.
Now a run with Anderson. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there. Another tote here for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Anderson. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Here we go now.
The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners, as we say.